everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to talk about a very simple yet interesting topic, which is to do with colostrum. So when I was pregnant for Angela, I had a colostrum leak somewhere in the 7th month, I suppose 7th, 8th month, and I was surprised what is this sticky fluid that is oozing out from my breast. And I called mom and she was like, this is colostrum, and even I had it. So I was like, okay, what is it? And that's when I read more about colostrum, because I never knew about a particular milk that produces even before the baby is born. So colostrum is a thick, highly amazing for babies as soon as they are born. And usually what happens is, as soon as you give birth, your body starts preparing for milk production. So the first 2 to 5 days, right, is the production that comes in is very thick. It's yellowish in color, and it's not the normal milk. It's this colostrum, and it comes in very less quantity, but it is immensely well for your babies because it helps in boosting immunity for your babies, and it is high in antibodies, which will help your baby's immune system. So during my second pregnancy, which I loved, my doctors, especially because as soon as Azriel was born, he definitely was put on an oxygen mask. So these babies' oxygen masks are not like the usual one. Okay, they are not put like how we adults are put. It's a small box, like a glass box, and babies are given oxygen because my doctor wanted to show Azriel to the family only after the baby has suckled the breast. So since the baby was not having the right heartbeat, which the doctors would recommend, he was kept on the oxygen next to me itself for some time. So, and what happened was, once he was all fine and he was given to me after 2 to 3 hours, the first thing that the nurse did was she pulled my nipples and put it inside his mouth and made him suckle. And looks like Azriel wants some doo-doo. So let me take a break and come back. So what I highly recommend to all the new mommies and soon to be mommies is that do not waste this milk. Even if your baby is unable to suckle, keep it in, store it. You can keep it in the fridge, similar like how you would store milk, because you can keep it in the refrigerator for at least 2 to 3 days. And what you can do is feed it with a small spoon. The way, usually when the baby is born, they would not suckle immediately, and also milk produces only after 3-4 days. But your colostrum will be formed. So ensure that you remove this colostrum and you feed the baby, because do not waste this. Highly recommend it. Also, speak to your gynecologist and speak about the process, both the processes. If it's going to be a normal delivery, what would happen once the baby comes out? What does the doctor do? Because it's very important for you to have a doctor who will allow your baby to suckle on your breast as soon as the baby is born. The similar way, even when the baby, you are having a C-section, that does not mean that your body is not going to produce milk. It will produce milk. Hence, talking to your gynecologist becomes very important so that you do not lose on you feeding your baby this colostrum. So with Azriel, what happened was, I had planned my pregnancy because it was a C-section. So I knew what is going to happen. I was well prepared that, okay, my body is going to produce milk. I need to keep my breast pump ready, because my experience with Angela in breastfeeding was not great. I had my breast had become sore, and because of which there was lot of pain. My doctor initially had not given Angela to me for suckling, so the suckle aspect was never done. Versus my second pregnancy, so what I would say with my experience with Azriel is, be prepared for both the pregnancies. It can be normal, it can be C-section, because when I conceived for Angela, I was expecting for a normal delivery, but it was only on the day of my delivery that the doctor said the baby is big. I'm not having a dilation. And that's the reason at the end minute, we had to go for a C-section. Now, I and Aniket had completely prepared ourselves that, okay, if it's the labor room, Aniket will be with me, but we never had planned of anything else, like, taking a video or being there if it's going to be a C-section. But it was not the case when it was with Asriel. We were well prepared. We also have a video of Asriel coming out of my womb with the C-section, and I will share that someday with you, maybe when he is during his second birthday, not sure, let's see. But yes, it's going to be shared with you, and these are the memories that you can create. And yet again, let me just tell you that you do not have to worry. Even if your baby is premature, you will be producing colostrum and you can give it to your babies. So mommies, be ready. It can ooze out from your breasts even when you're in your final semester. And the most important period when colostrum comes is this first 5 days, when your baby is from 0 to 5 days old. So I am going to do more such videos which will help not only mommies but also soon to be mommies. So stay tuned and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any new videos that I'll be uploading on the channel. Stay tuned.